Flex and repeat. Express and repeat. When you say worldwide. Some say these are tumultuous times. I say there are a lot of considerable energies that if we choose to listen to can lead us to a greater demise, not just in your life now, but in your lives to come. I want to say this first and foremost. Peace, blessing, and love to those that are listening to this right now, that have taken the opportunity to tune in and chime in to my page, to my channel, and just have a chat with me, you know? Today I want to talk about domino effect. I'm not going to do all the snazzy YouTube effects and all that because I'm posted up outside. I just had the thought and I wanted to express it to you. And that's why we're going to do it live. Now, usually I write these things down and I get into an entire orchestrated expression. But the reason why I want to do it like this today is because sometimes I lose that sauce. And this really needs to be understood. I was speaking to a young lady just now who was talking to me about how almost impossible it is for a certain demographic of people to obtain debit cards or bank accounts. Now, if that's the case, and we become a cashless society, how exactly are these individuals, unless being ushered by the government, able to obtain their own bank account to where they are responsible for its maintenance and such? Because welfare is the same thing. Of course, they could just create a welfare card that'll have a monetary value on it again. But you don't want to be a part of that. You want to have your own independence when it comes to your money, at least for a moment, because it's really just theirs. You're really just playing a game with them, with their own dollars that really don't exist because they're not connected to gold. But that's another day and another story. What I want to talk about right now is domino effect. When you take away jobs that people have been worked hard for because they felt like they needed it, and you take those away, and that system of economics is no longer going to exist, whether you've explained it to them or not, it creates a growth of something different within them. Whether they're provoked and they see that, wait, I didn't need it, and they become something different. But the majority of us will look at it in the opposite direction and go, what am I going to do without a job? Panic, stress, pain, and continuous pain. All right, so we understand that. I'm going to wrap this up and make it short and sweet and try to keep it under 10 minutes, because the reality is this domino effect to which we are witnessing now, but we're not adding up the numbers, is going to lead to our demise of our generations to come. And the fear-based man isn't concerned with that because they already have their spaces established. So I'm just going to make a few points. Take away people's jobs, feed them nothing but money. They're going to go to their vices, and to their devices. They'll be listening to those a lot more. Creating a social separation with people, disgusting. You know you're doing that. By having something covered over where we're only looking at eyes, and people don't know how to communicate with the eyes because they haven't been looking at each other, and most of us have been telling lies, and you can't really lie with your eyes. So there's a lot of silence. So there's no psychic reinforcement. You gotta have that psychic reinforcement. People talk to themselves outside. People have conversations with people randomly for a reason. You need that psychic reinforcement. But we'll get to that in another space. Let's keep to the dominoes. So we got energized people with all this time and all this money and nothing to do but go and rage because people are being harmed in the street that they identify with, George Floyd, and that bothers them because they've seen this injustice so many times before, but they were too tired from working why they couldn't protest and speak up, and now they have the time and space. Is that calculated? Did somebody know that was going to happen? I'm sure. Because remember, the prohibition of alcohol was intentional. It was economics, and it was to control, social. It's not all about money, y'all. It's about you. Having a little straw problem. I don't like these new age straws. Like, what is this? These straws don't even work. But anyway, so now we got no jobs. We got angry people. Now we have to hyper police them even more than we already were. Threatening people to stay inside. Although there's been numerous professionals to our degree, to their actual degree, that say the opposite of what Fauci is saying. And we know Fauci is monetarily invested. I say less. But let's watch the dominoes, because that's not even the bigger picture. Those are just little guys in a bigger picture. Now you got, let's keep it simple. The buses are free, which doesn't make sense why they don't have open ventilation on buses and you got all these people on it all day. How come they're not cleaning these buses? Think about it. The buses are free. In New York, we got something called dollar vans. I gotta say hi to these dogs. Hi guys. Oh, they're so cute. Sorry, I had to say hi to these guys. You're a baby. What's their names? Squeaks?
That's Squeaky, that's Frankie.
Frankie and Squeaks. What's up, Frankie? Yeah, you my guy. Take care. Be good. Had to say hi to Frankie and Squeaks. Look at Frankie and Squeaks. Who's Squeaks? You guys tell me who Squeaks is. Not the big one. Alright, so the domino effect. We've got energized and angry people that are going to have to switch their way of economics, because now we've cut the funding. But let's talk about the dollar vans too, which I was just about to bring up. Dollar vans exist in our community because, one, we're not making enough economics and keeping those economics collectively in our community, so we had to create something that was basically illegal. They turned into livery, but when it first started, it was basically illegal, in contrast to picking people up at bus stops and charging less. But now they're obsolete. You don't need them anymore. Why? Because buses are free. So you stopped a whole money flow. There's money flow stopping everywhere, y'all. And you gotta look at the way it's gonna, and how people are gonna go, oh my God, we need you. What is highly important to understand is making sure that you solidify a foundation of harmony with your collective, your immediate collective, where your current events and everything that you are and you speak about have only to do with you. That you know about the government and what they do, but the only ties that you have with them is economic, so to speak, and not even entirely, because it's time to create better spaces of wealth, and not just economical wealth, spiritual wealth, mental wealth. Boosting these places with more concentrated understanding and love and desire from real people that are really going through it, and working that in a microcosm and in a macrocosm of things, and doing that as such. I'm not gonna flex too much more. I told you I was gonna do this for like 10 minutes. I just wanted to kind of give y'all the effect and the understanding of what I'm seeing right now. You shut down people's jobs. You shut down even the hustlers. You're stopping the small business, cashless places. If it's cashless and someone can't get a bank card, how are they supposed to be served? How are they supposed to eat? How are they supposed to sleep if there's a cashless hotel and they don't have a debit card? Look at the signs. Look at the calculated, intricate dominoes to which are being placed. I love you guys. We will speak again. I've been quiet for very long. Very, very long. And I'm no longer going to be quiet. Flex!